A few days ago, we received incredible news. Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. has rejoined the Real Madrid Academy. What does it mean for CR7's son, and what future his father has planned for him? Subscribe to the channel while we are getting started. Authoritative journalist Edu Conrago was the first to announce Cristiano Jr.'s return to the Real Madrid Academy. Real Madrid once again incorporates Cristiano Ronaldo's eldest son into its youth academy. Edu tweeted, "Turns out Cristiano Jr. found a new club faster than his dad." Given this fact, you might think of it as a sign of us possibly seeing the legendary return of Cristiano Ronaldo to Santiago Bernabeu, as it's common for footballers' children to go to the academies of clubs their parents play for. Moreover, the Portuguese has recently been spotted at Real Madrid's training center, so the emergence of all sorts of rumors was inevitable. Cristiano is gonna join for 6 months. I see signs, a fan wrote in this regard. However, Conrago immediately replied that Cristiano Sr. will not be back to Los Blancos and there is nothing to hope for. But let's go back to our youngster. Imagine for a second, the guy is only 12 years old and he has already been in the academies of Manchester United, Juventus, and Real Madrid twice. During his last spell in the Merengues' academy, Cristiano Jr. bagged 50 goals in 20 appearances for different age groups. His stats for 2019 at Juventus are also known to be impressive: 58 goals and 18 assists in 23 appearances. We could not find any stats to evaluate Junior's accomplishments at the Red Devils Academy though. Quite a serious complaint to the club's operations in an era when access to any data is necessary from the point of view of encouraging fans. Nothing changed since I left. I thought I would see new technology, infrastructure. I saw things I saw when I was 20. The most recent example of Cristiano Sr. slamming the club, and in his own words, one could guess the reason why any recordings of his son's performances are almost impossible to find. Only fragments of info were leaked into the internet. For example, once the United Academy beat the West Brom Academy, and Ronaldo and Rooney's sons, Cristiano Jr. and Kai, were the ones to score both during the game. Needless to say, they made huge headlines for the press. But even with partial figures for past years, it doesn't take too much of a thinker to calculate Cristiano Jr. scoring an average of 2 goals per game. Real Madrid, of course, knew who they were signing. Moreover, the boy did not waste time in the MU Academy, and while his dad quarreled with everyone he could and gave a truly shocking interview to Piers Morgan, the kid kept mastering skills. Judging by clips of his performances for the Red Devils, Jr. as always plays up front. He can be seen in action in both wings and in the attacking center, yet he most often tends to make an impact from the right wing. These might seem a bit unusual as the guy has always been right-handed, while one of the main modern football trends lies in inverted wingers. Still, running from one wing to the other should not be a problem for the guy when needed. As we can see from the following highlights, Cristiano Jr. imitates his old man in many ways. For instance, let's have a look at this signature feint, as well as the celebration. The boy's strengths include dribbling, speed, and physical strength relative to his peers. No surprises here, given the way his father trains him at home. Nevertheless, it should be noted how many Cristiano avoids behaving like a selfish player, willingly passing to his partners. Not bad, considering how his advantage over opponents could tempt such a young player to constantly take the spotlight and try to make use of moments on his own. Interestingly enough, Jr. did not wear his dad's iconic number at the Manchester United Academy, but mostly preferred to perform with the number 24 on his back instead. As you have noticed, in Juve's academy, he did not mind playing under number 7. We wonder if this little change may serve as a hint on the boy wanting to be somewhat different from his stellar father after all. Share your opinion on the matter in the comments below and write under which number you see Jr. in the future. Sure, we do understand that this time Cristiano Jr. will most likely have to go through a completely new experience, namely, to get to know the ins and outs of his independent life. His legendary dad is about to join Al Nassr from Saudi Arabia, where he will spend the final years of his career, this time without Junior beside him. An obvious conclusion, because if the Portuguese actually wanted to take the boy along, he would not have spent him to the academy in the first place. Knowing this man's character, we know for sure he takes this step consciously. As for the Wizkid, it'll be extremely useful to try to live without parents and better prepare for an adult life. Of course, he will be taken care of at the academy, but life with no parents and siblings around will become a new challenge for the guy to get through. Cristiano Jr is considered one of the most talented players in Europe in the U14 age group, not because of the greatness of his father's name. An average football fan can be convinced of his skills just by checking out his stats and various clips on the internet. We'll see if my son will become a great footballer. He has potential. He's fast and dribbles well, but that is not enough. I always tell him that it takes work and dedication to be successful. I won't pressure him to become a footballer, but if you ask me if I want him to, yes, I would like it. Cristiano Ronaldo shares his hopes while talking about his son. From all of this said above, we may conclude that Junior is a chip of the old block who really loves football. If he was indifferent to the #1 game, he could easily join his father on a journey to Arabia, go to school, and live an ordinary life. Besides, pay attention to this detail. Cristiano Ronaldo's wife, Georgina, posted a photo from a family trip to one of Man United's November fixtures. There we can see Junior walking to Old Trafford with a ball at his feet. Yet another proof of the kid's passion for football. In fact, if Cristiano Sr was not against the idea of his champ already having his own Instagram page, he would have been having millions of followers at the expense of his father and accordingly a bunch of offers for advertising. Therefore, having achieved nothing in life, he would have easily made a living already at this age from advertising contracts only. So let's just be glad that Cristiano Jr truly loves football and wants to follow in his old man's footsteps. Far-sighted fans are already making predictions about Cristiano Jr.'s appearance in the first team of Real Madrid. They have mentioned that Enzo, the talented son of another Blancos legend, Marcelo, also remains at the academy. And keeping in mind the club recently signing 16-year-old Endrick, fans are dreaming of an attacking trio of Cristiano Jr, Endrick, Enzo. Indeed, we would love to see them in action. At the end of the day, Cristiano Jr.'s life is now undergoing a whole new chapter. Thus, it'll be even more intriguing to watch his progress from now on. What's more, very soon he will approach the age when Castilla coaches will start watching him closely. From the age of 12, these strong qualities of our future starlet may finally begin to crystallize, and we can see with our own eyes what kind of player the descendant of the Portuguese football legend will turn into. Isn't that amazing? Folks, if you enjoyed today's episode about Cristiano Jr, please give us a like and of course, check out other videos from the channel. You'll see them in front of you on the screen, so don't waste time.